You've mentioned Michael Thomas a couple of times. Yeah. Star receiver, set the single-season receiving record in 2019. Injured week 1 of the 2020 season. Garbage time against the Buccaneers. Got rolled up on by, I think, Latavius Murray, and that ankle was a problem all year long. Now, quick background.
Yeah.
There was friction between Thomas and the Saints during the season last year. They weren't happy with the way that he was treating some of the people on the staff. It got so bad. Because remember, he had the fight at practice, and he was kind of suspended, but he kind of wasn't when they thought he was going to come back from his ankle injury. And we reported at the time that Thomas's camp was trying to get other teams to make the Saints a trade offer before the deadline. Nobody ultimately did. That's the background. Then we get to the end of the season. Thomas's ankle's still a problem. He goes to see a specialist. The specialist says, try some rehab for a month. Come back. We'll take a look at it. We'll see if you need surgery. He never goes back.
Right.
He goes dark completely on Sean Payton and the trainers, not returning phone calls. And it's not until June that he gets his surgery, and now he's not going to be ready for the start of the season. The Saints aren't happy with it. Thomas posts on social media last week, they're trying to damage my reputation. That takes us up to last week where Payton and Thomas get together and supposedly mend fences to the point where Thomas was present at the game on Saturday night. So we're being led to believe that all is well, Chris. I'm not ready.
Me neither.
To accept that all is well. I'm ready to say they're creating the impression that all is well in the event there's an opportunity that comes along to trade Michael Thomas. But I think too much has happened for one meeting between Sean Payton, who has to be livid with Michael Thomas. Too much has happened for one meeting to solve all problems.
Yeah, I would think so. You're right. I mean, there's too many problems, like you said. You're right, to just think, oh, we talked for 30 minutes, everything's good. It's all in our past. No. I mean, it's all shocking to me. First off, Michael Thomas, who wants to be great and everything like that, I can't believe he didn't get the surgery. I am surprised by that. You know, and Sean Payton's probably looking at it going, damn, if there was ever a year we needed you healthy, our first year without Drew Brees, we need you hitting on all cylinders. So he's probably extra pissed as he would be compared to a year where, like, Drew Brees was still the quarterback, because he just goes, man, that would be a huge, buffer to help whoever is the new quarterback out a little bit. So they're missing that element. That would have made life a lot easier on Sean Payton and the quarterback and the team. So that's where they're pissed. And, yeah, I don't know where this goes. But, because of the late surgery and everything like that, nobody's going to trade for him here anytime soon, I don't think, at least. Everyone's going to want to see, what they're getting as far as health-wise after that. So very weird circumstances, and I'm with you. I don't think this is done yet.
That's why I think it's entirely possible that Payton made it clear to Thomas, your only way out is to come back and reestablish yourself. And then you have value, and then we get value, and then if it's just not working, we move on. But whether you're not happy with us or we're not happy with you, it's in our mutual interest to work together and get this to a point where some sort of a transaction can happen that makes sense for us and makes sense for you. And maybe it doesn't happen until after the season. Maybe it doesn't happen until after June 1, like the Julio Jones trade for cap reasons. But regardless, something was said that I think, at least for now, has created a ceasefire as it relates to the acrimony. And there will be people out there, Chris, who say, this is all fake news because Sean Payton said on Saturday night, Michael Thomas is going to be a big part of what we do. But let me just say this. It was on June 10 that Sean Payton was asked about Michael Thomas's ankle, and he said he's here and participating. He looks good. We still monitor it, pay attention to it, scan it, all those things. He's getting treatment and doing things necessary. So far, so good. We know that that's not true now. And this isn't a knock on Sean Payton. He's one of the best coaches in the league, but there are times where you can't tell the truth for strategic reasons.
Right.
There are times where you have to keep the dirty laundry in the washing machine. And I wouldn't expect him to come out and say this relationship is fractured and it's just a matter of finding the right time to trade him. He's never going to say that, even if that's where this is all heading.
No, I don't think so. And I would think even if it's heading there, again, Michael Thomas is one of his gems. I mean, second-round pick who he's made into this superstar, to where I would think there is some personal pride there, to where he does want this. I mean, they paid him all this money, highest paid receiver ever at one point. I think he would want to make it work. But Yeah, it just seems like there's been a few issues, and that Michael Thomas has certainly seemed to have made life a little bit hard on Sean Payton and the Saints over the last year or so. And, hey, Saints are a real good football team. That's going to be one to watch.
When you consider that the Sean Payton coaching DNA traces back to Bill Parcells, you can imagine the language.
Exactly. My dad didn't know his name started with a PH until he got done retiring, okay?
but that's what we have to factor in here, because there's no way that Sean Payton is happy with what's happened, and there's no way he doesn't feel that he's been betrayed to some extent by this guy that he's developed,
right,
that has taken full advantage of an offense that caters to his abilities, and that has resulted in the money that's been paid to Michael Thomas. And now here we are. Even if the relationship is mended for now, it never should have gotten to the point where it had to be. And I'm sure that Payton is not happy about it.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.